What up? Ooh, this loud.
What up? Well, it's not your first time to Abu Dhabi, but I'm curious if the second time round has been a little bit of a different experience for you, or if it's just same old, same old.
Same old, same old. I've been here for like a week and a half now, so just same old, same old. I love this hotel.
Is this fight a little bit of a unique one in terms of your career? Because, right, this guy is coming up. He's kind of taking a big step up in competition. You're the guy that, has been around for longer, but he's somewhat favored in the fight, it feels like, from some areas. Is this a bit unique in that sense?
Maybe. Umar is a unique fighter. Stylistically, he's a really tough fight. I had to work in, like, a lot of overtime hours in order to make sure that I was prepared for this fight, but... the rankings, him coming up, the odds, the bettors, I could honestly give a shit less. I'm focused on what I'm going to do on Saturday, and that's executing underneath the lights, and I can't wait for that piece, man, because, it's weird that people are counting me out for this one, but I just can't wait to prove all those people wrong.
I don't think you're the sort of person who would be affected by this, but do you think some people just hear the last name, Nurmagomedov, and sort of psych themselves out before they even get in there and don't face the guy in front of them, but face the name behind them?
Yeah, no one's seen me defensively wrestle ever, almost, except for the situation with Sterling. That's what we'll call that loss, is a situation. The situation with Sterling and that was 4 years ago? I was 2 years into my career. I'm 6-7 years into my career now, and still no one's really seen it. So just another element that I get to show to people. And, I'm excited for this one just to show how great I am, because Umar's going to bring out the best of me. And he already has in this camp, and I'm pumped for it, man. I can't wait to watch myself fight.
Is this the sort of fight where, you win this, title shot, could win that. This is the sort of fight we might get a rematch down the line, because he's going to keep coming, and you two could end up being the two best in this division.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. I can see that with a few of the guys that I fought in the division, The cream is kind of rising to the top in the division. A lot of fights are kind of working themselves out, and we're seeing who's better than who, and that's a pretty exciting spot to be in the division. But yeah, I think that Umar is going to be one of those guys that sticks around for a while, so I have to make sure that I'm extra mentally sharp and not giving him an inch in the cage on Saturday.
Like I said, there's a little while to go before we can really start talking about this, but it does feel like your style, your skill set is starting to be appreciated more and more by fans, rightfully so. Sean O'Malley is who he is, and it feels like if that matchup did get made, it could be a massive fight in the bantamweight division. Do you agree? Yeah,
absolutely. Me and O'Malley is a fight that the fans really want to see. I think the UFC wants that fight, and man, it's just like a fan pleaser. If we make it for gold, that just becomes one of the most anticipated best fights that people are asking for. And then you make it for gold, that's just, icing on top of the cake. It just makes that fight that much bigger. So, I'll be rooting for O'Malley. And after I get this win, then hopefully we'll be fighting.
I'm sure you've been asked 100 times, but I've not heard your prediction for that fight. Who do you have winning?
I got O'Malley winning that one, but who knows?
Hi, Cory. Just a couple from me. Umar says he's been promised by the UFC a title shot if he wins. Have you been promised a title shot with a win?
Yeah, I think Dana said that in the announcement, is that this is a number one contender fight. So yeah, I definitely plan on that.
And you fought a lot of great fighters in your resume, but when you look at kind of the old guard, you fought Frankie Edgar. Is there anyone you wish you would have fought?
Yeah, potentially. I wish that me and Aldo could have fought. Me and Cruz could have fought, but, I guess they're still around, so it could still happen.
And last one for me, in the open workouts, you showed off a lot of your WWE moves. A, can we see any of those in the fight? And B, maybe a future crossover into WWE for you, pro wrestling?
Yeah, I got two goals in the sport. It's to become a world champ and then to hit a Stone Cold Stunner. So, those are on my bucket list. Those are my two UFC goals before I retire.
Thanks, Cory.
Cory over here. Greetings from Ecuador. It is a bit advantage for Umar fighting here and not in the States.
No. No. The first one was scheduled in Nashville. I didn't feel like I had a mega advantage fighting in Nashville. The truth of the matter is that when you go into the cage and the door locks and the ref says go and you hear the bell ring, that's when the truth comes out. If it's in the Middle East, if it's in Nashville, if it's in anywhere in the world, that's when the truth comes out, and I don't care that it's here. No.
You're very tall for this division, so how are you gonna use that for you in this fight against him?
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's something that a lot of people kind of forget about when they're thinking about the matchups. You know, like I get a few inches on all of these guys. So these guys that are really good at playing from range, they don't get to do that against me. You know, like the Cheetos, the guys that like being long. Umar, he likes throwing long kicks. He likes leaving space. He doesn't get to do that as easily against someone that has a reach advantage against him. So, you know, I definitely got that advantage.
I want if you can help me with some opinion about Chirubera against Figueiredo. What do you think about that fight?
Cheeto's got to fight better than he has in his last couple ones if he wants a chance, because Figgy's good.
Do you believe the winner is gonna maybe another one fight and then the shot for the belt?
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, I mean, a lot happens in this sport, even in like 3-4 months, so who knows? But yeah, maybe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Cory. What's the response been like to your YouTube channel and the breakdowns that you do? Because, I mean, you have an insanely good impression of Sean O'Malley.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been good. You know, I enjoy doing it. Really, I just want people to understand the art a lot better. Like, I think that there's a lot of beauty that's kind of like slipping underneath the cracks just because fighting isn't just brawling. Fighting is like an art too. You know, it's definitely brawling too. But yeah, I just kind of want to like show people that that there's like a lot of beauty and technique happening behind the scenes.
And then, I mean, obviously it would be great to take Umar's O from him, but he's also got a 100% takedown defense rate. So how sweet would that be to get one on him as well?
Yeah, fine. I don't care, man. I plan on going toe to toe with Umar everywhere. So, you know, I think that Umar has to worry about me. I don't have to worry about Umar. You know, that's the way that I'm going into this fight, is offensive all the time. So if he gives me a shot, cool. I see shots as an opportunistic thing. If he messes up and gives me a takedown, then yep, I'm going to take it.
Cory here. Kind of curious, what do you think about Dagestani basketball?
I like Dagestan basketball. I like it a little bit more than American basketball. It's a little rougher. It's a little less pretty to watch, but I like Dagestan basketball. Maybe I don't think I'd be as good at it.
And a question, beside the title shot, if there will not be a title, which fighter excites you? Like, damn, I would like to step in the cage with him and share the time. Which fighter excites you more?
For the title shot after this?
I don't know. Beside the title shot, if there will not be a title, who would you love to fight?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it because I'm fighting for the title after this.
All right. And the last one. The former champion Aljamain Sterling moved up to featherweight, and you also made a debut in the featherweight division in UFC, and you had fights in featherweight. At some point, you think about to move up a weight class and test yourself here?
Maybe 35 is really comfortable for me to make. I'd maybe mess around at 45 if it was, you know, yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Cory, how you doing?
Yo.
Just a quick one for you, Cory. You've given us a couple of interviews since you've been in Abu Dhabi. The feedback from the local MMA fans, from the Middle East fans, has been super positive. Everybody's speaking very highly of you. There's very little animus towards you, even though, as you said, this is likely to be a very, pro-Umar crowd. What do you attribute that to? Because the fans have really taken to you in this part of the world.
Yeah, man. I mean, the fans out here, honestly, they're fight fans. Like this is an area that's really rich in combat history. You know, like these people just appreciate good fighting. That's what every Russian reporter that I talk to is like the coolest, because I'm just like, oh, you really know what you're talking about, and also like you just appreciate like good fights, like you appreciate the skills and the techniques of the fight. I feel it's the same here, you know, and also it's just not part of their culture, I think, to boo. Like I was a little nervous at open workouts if people were going to boo. I didn't get many cheers, but I didn't get any boos either, so I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, I'm a respectful guy. I come across that way. It's hard to be a dick to someone that's not a dick, you know. So yeah.
To be fair, the open workouts were subdued in general. I don't think that was a specific Cory thing. Cheeto was in here earlier, and he was talking about Umar's gas tank. You and I have had a chat about you coming down from elevation. Do you think that's going to play a big part from you if you can put a pace on him and see if you can't drain his gas tank? Because he's not really done a 5-round fight.
We'll see if he can keep up. You know, like I don't put any eggs in any basket except for execution and skills. do I have the skills and can I execute the skills? You know, like the experience, the whole, like, me coming from elevation, him getting tired, like all of that, you know, that's just some shit I say in my meat suit just to, you know, like fucking be interesting to talk to. But really what it comes down to, man, is going into the cage and executing. And that's where my mind is. I don't have no feelings. I don't have no expectations. I plan on going into the cage, it closing, the bell ringing, and me executing.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you, and good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Cory.
Hi. What would you say to the kids that are starting the martial arts and they want to have a career in this?
Ooh, don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it's real tough, and if you love it, you should do it, and if you don't love it, you shouldn't do it.